Hola, ¿cómo se llama la canción de... I don't know. No español. Hopefully we can translate it. Let's see. Oh, did it work? That's weird. Didn't work. Let's see. Man, this thing's dumb. Sorry, it don't work. I cannot translate. It's just not translating. Alrighty. Just keep going. Give me 1 second. Thank you, Laurel. Appreciate you. I have to check on my cat. He keeps scratching at my door. What the fuck you want? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What do you want? Alright, we're back. What the fuck? There we go. You can't translate the name of the song or my comment. It's not working, bro. Sorry, Eli. But the song I think I was listening to was called There For You by Neo Tokyo Police. Alrighty. Cool, hopefully you got that. Let's move on.
Okay, moving on. I picked out some music with the driving by. Mac Miller leading the way.
My regrets look just like texts I shouldn't send.
That's beating?
My God neighbors, they're more like strangers.
What do you mean, bro?
We could be friends. I just need
Yeah, beating. What the fuck is beating, bro? What is you on about, man?
anything for me now. My head. In my own way, I just feel like living. Some other.
You know what? We're just gonna go to my like songs and clean it up as we go. Wow, that's being okay. Nothing new there. Per fucking typical. so amazing. Thank you, Richie. So is anybody working on their own manga or comic? I mean, the same thing, to be honest with you. I might as well fucking call them hieroglyphics at this point. Is anybody else making their own hieroglyphics? Our own work that's going to be ancient history in the future? Alright, I'll just take that as a no. Now, if anybody's not shy, I'm here to help. Share your ideas, and always give my feedback. It's important. A lot of artists, they don't really help each other. They're really competitive by nature for the most part. And don't get me wrong, I'm competitive, but, you know, I don't see any competition, right? So I'm not threatened. I'm willing to help. I'm willing to pour out what I know, what I've learned from my own unique journey in this path. In reality, there really is no competition, right? For all of you guys. Because you're you. Nobody can compete as you, right? In your own style, in your own way. It's just a matter of if you're satisfied with what you're creating, right? We do this really at the core to try to get in touch with something real within ourselves. Just like there's diamonds and jewels and minerals that we dig up in the earth every day and sell for hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, so are there diamonds and jewels and gems inside of you, inside of your imagination. You just got to be willing to dig. Be curious about what you're going to find. Like I said, if anybody wants to talk, that comment section is wide open. You know, and I'm not here to talk just vain talk. I'm actually here to serve you all. So, feel free. Don't be shy. It doesn't have to be a comic. It could be anything you're working on, anything that you're trying to bring out into the world, even if you don't think you're any good at it. crazy how you could remember so much details for every character. And a lot of people ask, how do you remember all that? Really, it's a matter of repetition, for sure. But it's not just repetition, right? You kind of have to really get in tune with your own style, your own way. And you have to really get involved with that story world you're creating. Yeah, you do got to draw a lot, and then it'll stick, that's for sure. But it's also, there's times where you don't have the option to draw a character a lot because they only appear so many times. So you kind of have to be very conscious of the design process when you do it. And that way it'll register. You'll be able to access it anytime that character comes up. And the way you could kind of make it stick in your head is, besides repetition, is to do things that are nuanced, right, in your design. Like things that you aren't just the basic, oh, I'm just gonna give him pants, he has black pants, that's it. No, like actually try to design the seams. How does the stitches work on the pants? How does his pockets look like? Is there a button on his pockets? You do these little nuanced things, it starts to become like a song, right? The design becomes easy to memorize, right, with few repetition. So that's a trick. Hola, no, so Murphy, you have to translate for me because the computer that I'm using, it doesn't translate right, so it doesn't translate your work, your words. So you have to translate for me, Murphy. Hello, how you doing, Thapello? What's up, bro? How you been? And that's how I'm doing the month. Always draw through, I mean, at least ghost line draw through, you know, you don't have to actually do the line, right? If there's an object in the front and the character's in the back, you want to make sure that there's some logic to it, right? So I got his torso, his belly, his hip, right? So I'm thinking, okay, well, there's this book in the way, how am I gonna, oh, okay, I could just ghost it. I don't have to draw it over. And then from there, I pick it up. There you go. Doing great, sir. I'm College of Digital Art, so... Oh, that's awesome. You're in college now, huh? College... your sentence is kind of confusing. Doing great, sir. I am College of Digital Art, so... It's... though. Are you saying it's tough? I'm not sure what you're saying, bro. But congratulations. Have a good time. Always work on a project while you do your homework too, but don't ever stop working on your manga project, okay? Because at least if you feel like your art, oh, I want to be better at art still, so I want to put this in the back burner, at least do designs, you know, if you're not going to do the actual pages. But I recommend you just go for it, bro. So we should have this character holding this. Okay, so this is called a spirit log in the story. And spirit logs are basically secret journals that have your soul connected to it. And unless they're given permission by the soul owner, right? So I don't want to give too much of what's happening in this cover art in regards to the storytelling. But as you can see, he's putting his heart into this book, his soul into this book, his knowledge. For an important person to him to read. This is Keen. His name is Keen. So in the story, everybody has a soul, and every soul has a calling. And a calling in the story world of Demonation is like a power, like a unique power. Either it's like a natural power or a unique power in some way. So like in his case, his calling is a nuclear calling. So he has nuclear powers, which is fucking kind of broken. And so he had to learn to not be a danger to everybody around him, because that is a major threat. And the interesting thing about nuclear power is that it can create or it can obliterate, destroy. And so there's a little bit of a metaphor in there. With callings, you always have this kind of character metaphor that it's not just this character has fire powers because fire is a cool power to give him, right? It's more like this character's personality matches. It's the perfect metaphor for him. That is why, right? So I try to always be conscious of that. See, now I'm getting into the detailing. That's okay. It's not a big deal. You don't want to get too caught up in detailing too early. You might be detailing and then the structure just completely off, right? So you don't want to screw that up. Sorry, I missed right word, so thanks for advising me. I needed that. Oh, you're good, Tapello. sometimes you're gonna miss little details, but you can get away with things. You don't have to be perfect memory. Like, I don't remember where I put the dots on the spine of the spirit log right here. Right? This book. Forgot where I put it. Here. It's okay. It's obviously better, though, to be consistent, but don't drive yourself crazy. If somebody can't, if your fans notice, like, oh, what the hell? Is he trying to tell us something? No, I just missed, I forgot where I put the dot, you know? Something like that. So, you know, your main goal when you're creating is to keep your mental stamina up. Don't drive yourself into a corner where you feel like, oh my God, I have to go and pause what I'm doing and go look up a reference. You can always do that later. You know, I gotta go check my design sheets for this. Now, if it's critical, right, if it's not just like a dot or something, then yeah, you know, like if you forgot how the character's eye shapes are, right? Because you don't want to draw, you don't want to have this same face syndrome in your characters. You want to try your best to be as nuanced as possible. That's why I recommend everybody get into caricature art. Learn about caricature art. Don't just draw manga, because what you're going to find in manga is they all have the same face, just different hairstyles or colors, right? And a lot of manga. And I would say 80% of manga has that same face syndrome, right? And, you know, they're human, bro. They're trying to pump out so much stories and so much. Sometimes you're going to end up having characters look similar, right? Like One Piece has the Nami face, or, you know, Bleach has, like, I would say Bleach does a little bit, but they do have like this long face syndrome going on where it's all the same face, but it's long face when it comes to the men for the most part. But the design where he puts the hair and this, it makes it different enough, right? So I would say he doesn't have as much of an issue with that compared to like the other two from the big three. Let's see. But you know, surprisingly, a manga that does have that a lot, unfortunately, would be something like Chainsaw Man. As advanced as his art looks, right? A lot of his characters have the same face. Almost all the girls are Makima, right? Makima, or the funny one, I forgot her name was. I totally forgot her name. What chapter is that, sir? Or is it part of 2 of chapter 0? Oh, so these are cover arts that I'm doing for the data book. So when you're doing a manga or a series, right, you want to design a lot of things. You want to design characters, you want to design concept art of the places, characters, the powers, the things, right? And you also want to have these concept cover arts as well to kind of explore the story on a page. And you collect all of those different design sheets that you've created and you put them together to create a data book where there's going to be information that is exclusive to that data book about the story and the world and the little lore bits that you don't get to fully experience in the manga directly. And you also get to introduce other things. So it's a sort of way to collect all the design homework that you got to do and all the story work that you got to do, and you can put it in one place. It's a data book, right? One Piece has this. They have data books. I don't know if another series has this, but I'm sure they do. So this is a cover art. It's an alternate cover art of number 7. And I think after this I have some double spread stuff I have to do. I'll show you. You need to have a list, right? Right, so here's working on. Right, so you want to have the list. So every arc, right? So you know what an arc is, right? Capella, let me know if you know what an arc is. It's basically like a season. If you're thinking of TV, it's like one season, right? Probably less than that. Depends on how big the arc is. You have characters. You have props, right? Which are like, could be powers too. Could be items, could be stuff, right? And then you also have, where's the environment one? Oh, environments, right? And so these are all the things that I need to design. You go through it. Now, a lot of these I already kind of did design. I just didn't do it in this organized fashion. It's only later, you know, you learn like, oh yeah, it's better just to make sure everything is on a checklist, right? So these are all the different things that I've designed or still have to design, as you can see. So all things that are coming in the story. So by the time I get there in the story, when it comes to the chapters, I have a really fleshed out world and I'm not rushing. There's not enough. I know it's frustrating. We all just want to create right away, but it's important to really have a battle plan. No general goes into a war without a strategy, without a clear map to winning that war. And manga is a big, big battlefield, right? Especially if you're making a series, you want to know, hey, I got to be ready for what's coming. And so I break things down to sagas, which are multiple arcs in one saga, right? One big part of the story. And then from there, I break that down to arcs. The saga breaks down into arcs, right? So this is the human territory saga. And then there's one arc. There's like 5 arcs in this. And then I try to break those down to characters, the props, the environments, right? As you can see. Yeah, and then these are right here, other concept work I have to do, which we're working on right here, this one. All right. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm here to help. Like I said, I'm here to give as much as I can. I want to see you guys and girls creating your work, creating your mangas that you've been dreaming about. It's floating around in your head, creating your art pieces, whatever it is. If you have any questions, it doesn't even have to be about what I'm working on, you know, just about something you're creating. That's fine. I want to see more creators out here. So in arcs, there are volumes, and on volumes, there are chapters. Okay, it's not like that exactly. Volumes just mean a book, right? Chapters are within arcs. Arcs has to do with the storytelling. It's not a physical thing. Arcs are just the storytelling of this part of the story, right? So I'll give you an example. Let's say chapters 1 through 5 deal with the first arc. And let's say you call that arc, I don't know, the blueberry arc. Okay, maybe you're making a story about talking fruits, and in this first arc, the bad guy is a blueberry boss. I don't know. And so you call it the blueberry arc. And in the blueberry arc, there is chapters 1 through 5, from beginning, middle, and end of this arc, right? That whole thing is an arc. And multiple arcs. So let's say the next arc is the banana boss. And he's the next bad guy, right? I'm making a very simple version of this. It doesn't have to have a boss every time, right? It's more like it could be that or an event of some kind, right? But the next boss is the banana boss, huh? So in the banana boss is chapters 6 through 10, okay? And then that's beginning, middle, end for the banana boss arc. And let's say you have only those 2 arcs for the first saga. You can have more arcs to make up a saga, right? A saga is multiple arcs, right? You're addressing, I'm addressing this part of the story, right? So a famous example, Dragon Ball Z, right? I don't know if you've seen it, but Dragon Ball Z, we got the first arc, which is the Raditz arc, right? And then it's the Saiyan Saga arc, where he's got to deal with Vegeta and Nappa. And then after that is over, if my memory serves me correct, it goes into the Frieza arc, right? But I would say that the Frieza arc is like another saga, right? It's the beginning of another saga. Maybe you can argue otherwise. It's really arbitrary. It's up to you to decide where does this, like, this is a chunk of the story. This is the saga. I'm going to call saga 1, saga 2, whatever, etc. But you decide that. But I would say that the first arc, the Raditz arc, and then it's the Saiyan arc, that would be the first saga of Dragon Ball Z, right? And then after that, it goes into like Frieza arc, or the training arc. Well, I forgot the order. I'm trying to remember the order. Did they train after that? They're always training. It's irrelevant. I hope you get what I'm saying. Essentially, arcs are made up of chapters, and sagas are made up of arcs. No, volumes are just books, man. Volumes is not how you would track it. Because we're talking about the writing. We're talking about the story. Volumes, a typical manga volume has 180 pages, which is typically 9 chapters. Because each chapter is typically 20 pages. Typically, that's how it is. But you do your way. Doesn't matter. Right? If you want a 200-page volume volume story, that's fine. 200 pages, that's your thing. But what you see, if you get your average manga, it's 180 pages, 9 chapters or 10 chapters, depending on how many pages each chapter has. But they usually have 180. Okay, that's separate. You can have volumes like, volumes 1 and 2, they make up the first arc, right? Or volumes 1 through 5, that makes up the first arc. It all depends on where you decide to put we're gonna go into a different part of the story now. Like this part of the story, this beginning part, we train the characters. And then this part, now we're gonna put them in, I don't know, a tournament. Okay, so you got 2 different arcs. Or you can say, oh no, it's all one big thing. It's arbitrary. It's up to you to decide. But typically, this is how it's organized. understand in my manga that I am working on, I need to make it in arcs. I was so focused on volumes. That's all right. No, you can do it on through volumes as well. But ultimately, a volume is gonna be within an arc. Have you ever seen that toy, the Russian doll toy, where there's like you take out the, it's like almost like you could put things in it, right? So there's like a big doll, and then you open it, and then there's a smaller version of that doll, and you open it, and there's a smaller one, right? That toy, I don't remember what it was called. It was a Russian doll. That's the concept. So the volume would be within that, right? The arc would be above the volume, right? Unless you have a super short arc, which is rare, and it is done within the volume, which is rare, right? Typically, it's a volume will be within an arc. Oh, another thing, sir. I am like making a manga about this current generation, but it involves vampires. How can I combine all this to go well in manga? Because all this things of vampires, it happens in old times, not in new times. I'm kind of confused what you're asking. I'm making a manga about this current generation with vampires. Well, how can I combine all this well when vampires don't really exist in modern times? Mythology. Okay, got you. Essentially, you think that vampires can't be modern, I'm assuming, but there's so many movies and shows and mangas that have modern day vampires. But if you want the aesthetic of the vampire, the way their fashion is, right? Like with the cloaks and the sort of Victorian era type look that I'm assuming you're talking about when you say old time vampires. You can try to modernize that and play with the design of modern art, fashion, modern fashion of clothing combined with that old fashion of clothing. You could just make them wear that clothing and have them in modern times, or you could just make them completely modern and just their fangs essentially are the indication that they're vampires and their behaviors. So I guess that's your options, but it's not really that's not really an issue. But that's cool, man. You're working on a vampire manga. You need anything? You got work or something? Oh, cool. Oh, school. Is school or what? Oh, gotcha. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna keep going live.
I was thinking of the name.
Ah.
And for me, I was thinking that had, right? But, and I want Mama middle name. That had
So only the sons get the father.
That had, the standard is Danny. That's
Maybe.
it's okay, it's my girlfriend. The base, her middle name is base. Her first name is Michelle. But normally in the Arabic tradition, is your father's passed. So all of us, we have the same name. So anyways, so.
I like the band.
I very well. So I would or this is another name I would use like Miss.
Oh yeah, you told me Miss.
So it would be Miss Naha or Daha
Miss is for girl. Yeah, I like more because I connect. You know, the Miss is like town.
Yeah, Miss Naha or Daha. Like I was trying to practice like Dahab something. You know what I'm saying? Dahab. You know, or Miss. It sounds like Miskematic, my children. Miskematic or Dahaban-matic. But they're both like king. It means king and gold. For sure, Matic, I like that a lot. It just came to me.
Well, hopefully you become a king. Bobby's up. Alright, back. Alright, guys. He's back. Oh, you were inspired by Demonation, Hellsing, and Cos. Wow, that's awesome, bro. I'm glad to hear that. I have a vampire. There's vampires in Demonation, right? And there is a vampire mafia in the story called the Nostrafari family. But there was one before them called the Dracules. And they got overthrown, right, by these. Essentially, the story follows one of the last remaining Dracules who runs away from that life to try to find a better life in a city that's known as the sunniest city in the human territory, right? So it's called Los Diablos City. So he runs away over there and he tries to start a new life. Sorry, TikTok just randomly ended. So really annoying. I can't wait till I get a camera and a microphone to fix this for the YouTube and X and Facebook viewers. Give me one second to restart it. Oh yeah, so yeah, Hellsing, Castlevania, you could definitely get a lot of influence and inspiration for your vampire story, bro, to make it more modern. But yeah, vampires do tend to have that Victorian era aesthetic, that Renaissance era aesthetic. Just play with it. There's no rules, man. There's just ways people have kind of got used to recognizing the aesthetic that way, right? But you could change it, you can play with it, ain't nothing stopping you, bro. Sorry guys, on X, Facebook, and YouTube, the live stream just crashed, but we're back again. TikTok, unfortunately, just it's always a battle with TikTok, man. It crashes, and I lose all the likes and support that I got, and I have to restart. It's all good. The likes and support that I got, and I have to restart. It's all good. It's all pebbles anyway. So let's keep going. It's all good. It's all pebbles anyway. So let's keep going. Oh yeah, Devil May Cry. That one's more about demons, but I could see they have a lot of Hellsing vampire type influence for sure. What's up, guys? Welcome. Thank you for the likes. incredible. Thank you. Saying incredible. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Oh, what happened here? Martu. Yeah. Or this. I guess no, that's not a comment. My bad. Thank you for the likes and the follows. I think that's what it says. You know, it's all in Japanese, so let's see. Please translate. Oh, okay, yeah. his wife. He followed me. Appreciate you. Thank you. Between these characters. Oh, thank you, and how you doing? Yeah, this is actually a manga I'm creating. comic book I'm creating right here. This is just a cover art, number 7 right here. Do a showcase of some of the other work we've done for these cover arts a little bit. After we finish. It's like this spirit log is shedding light on all this darkness that you see over here.
Sure is nice to see you look good these days. Talking's not sense.
Okay, all that's left now. What's this? Put a temporary logo until my friend does his thing. On Monday, Sir, if I may ask, why are some of your arcs you draw are not double spread? I think you're conflating things. You're confusing some things. So, an arc, that has to do with the storytelling. That has to do with the writing. A double spread is a piece of art, right? So, for me, what I like to do is for each arc, I give them one double spread. That's a big colored splash art piece, right? Splash art just means basically cool art, like a cool art that appears, that splashes out on the page, right? So it's the same thing. Double spread just means 2 pages put together to make a big out image for both pages, right? So those are 2 different things. Arcs and double spread, they're 2 different things. Every arc, I give a double spread. And I'm still producing more. I still have a couple more I still have to do for this first saga. I have the next arc, which is the Gorgon Masochist arc, the Tengu Island arc, and the Blank Port arc. Those are the 3 that I gotta do next, but we're working on these right now. So you gotta work at what you can, what's in front of you. You don't have to, like, oh, I gotta do all this at the same time. No, you gotta do one thing at a time, focus and do a good job, and then you can move on to the next, and then the next, and then the next. Okay, let's see. Finish this off. We did it. We penciled this thing. I mean, it's still pretty raw, but this is good enough for me to start inking and messing around with in the next stream. But we do have other ones we're going to work on. So we're going to do a little showcase. We're going to show some of the previous work that we've done on the lives. Some old, some very recent. Alright guys. So this is the one we were working on yesterday. This one I have to ink next. This one was the one this was the one before that one. Actually. We finished inking that. That one needs color. But we're gonna finish inking everything. This number 6 and number 7. So that's gonna be our next focus. We gotta color this one. This one we did before that one. Colors. These are all characters from the same story world in Demonation. This whole thing is Demonation, right? This is when we finished. We still have to obviously do polish work in the computer and like add another layer. These are just mainly local colors. Like what's the immediate color? Because there's so much more colors that you can put on the page, right? To really get the nuance, the temperature of, let's say, his skin color, right? To really make this more luminous. There's so many things you could do, but I save it for the computer. That's the final step. But this is the traditional endpoint, right? Just bring it to a local basic color. And that's the pencils for that one. I stopped doing the light pad, you know, because like I would ink with a blank sheet, a clean sheet, I would ink over it using this light pad right here. But I stopped doing that because I end up missing a lot of nuanced details that I really like that is in the pencils. And sometimes things get unclear. Like over here, I had some trouble to see what I was doing because it was not clear, it was not showing through the light. So that's what, moving forward, we're just gonna go straight pencil and then ink on top of the same page. It comes out better, to be honest. It comes out better that way. Here's some more. These are all relevant characters to the story. Hey, what up, Dolly? How you doing? I do not remember, sorry. Do you remember me? And then here's another one we did. And another one. And you can see there is a style. There really is a consistent style. They all feel like they're from the same world. This is the first arc's double spread. Technically, this isn't the first arc. There's a chapter 0 arc. And that one does have a double spread that I'm working on. But it's still under development. So we're good. I'll see if I could do that one on the live, but I've been working on the manga off live because I don't want to spoil too much. I've already spoiled so much. And I think these cover arts, these double spread splash arts, that the live, it just makes sense to do them on the live. While the manga, the storytelling, we can kind of save that for when everything drops. This is the Christmas one I did, so all the holidays, I also try to do one for the holidays. Oh, what up, Dolly? This is the one we're doing right now. Alright guys, thank you so much for joining.